this is seen as a completely new disease, but it's not really. I mean, it's another viral respiratory disease, and we know quite a lot of them, and we know that can vary, but they vary not to just anything. I mean, they are reasonably constant. So to say that we knew nothing is not right.
Right. I mean, this whole concept that was part of inducing fear was to say this was the novel coronavirus, and this newness was as if we knew nothing about anything, including other coronaviruses or basic biology, all kinds of things that it was very difficult to fight off. I mean, I still don't understand how much, if anything, was political in the beginning, particularly in the U.S. during a campaign season, but obviously worldwide it wasn't due to that. It was something else.
Yeah.
What did you feel that Sweden's population was extremely fearful, or what was the general mood of the public?
No, I think they were less fearful than many other countries. I had some interesting meeting with the Nordic Council afterwards, who went around to the different countries to discuss and follow up on the pandemic. And their distinct impression was that people were a lot less fearful in Sweden than they were like in Norway, Finland, and Denmark. And probably because our message was different. We can handle this if we work together. And sometimes when I come out and talk about this, they say that the difference in Sweden was maybe partly because we talk to the population like they were adults, not children that you need to sort of tell, don't go there because you're going to get hurt. Instead of
to me, this is one of the most fundamental lessons from COVID. And in fact, it's completely contrary to what I saw in Washington at one of the task force meetings. And I've written about this publicly, it's not news, but I can't get out of my head that I was sitting across from Anthony Fauci, and this was in August of 2020. And he looked at me and he said, one of the biggest problems is the American public is not afraid enough. And I said, I just sort of said, can you just repeat that? This is at a task force meeting. And he said it again. And I mean, this is completely unethical way to do public health.
Yeah, and it's not very effective. We know that because people who are afraid, they don't do logical things.
Right.
But if they have good information, good knowledge, I mean, people are not stupid. They can sort of understand, okay.
It seems so easy listening to him. It's as if, and this was so obvious, which I actually thought was one of the frustrations for those of us who also thought it was obvious on what to do. But that's not how the world was reacting.